It's finally upon us. UFC 322, finally. Been waiting forever for this. I'm going to go through my picks for this. All these are locks, obviously. I'm never wrong. So let's get straight into it. Vyacheslav Borshev versus Mateus Camilo. Borshev, 34 years old, kickboxer. He's got good volume when he's striking, good footwork. His grappling is zero. Brother, nobody check his grappling, okay? Uh, he's been submitted 2 times, I believe. Um, 2 fight losing streak. Then he lost to Chase Hooper. Um, he needs to keep this fight standing in order to win. And he has a cardio problem as well. Not a great record, so he really needs this win. Mateus Camilo also coming off a loss. This will be his second fight in the UFC. He's 29, jiu-jitsu black belt, good wrestling, um, pretty solid takedowns. Um, he has good ground control, good chokes, good ground and pound. Um, Dominates early in takedowns. Um, so it's going to be one of those striker versus grappler things, and I just don't see a world where Borshev wins this. Um, he's getting up there in age versus this guy, Mateus Camilo. He's young and hungry. Um, so I don't know. But I do think Borshev in the beginning of this fight, his striking is going to be a problem for Mateus Camilo. And um, I do think he rocks him pretty good. Not a knockdown, but he is going to rock him. I think Mateus Camilo tries standing for a little bit, but um, yeah, Camilo is going to have a reach advantage. Um, it doesn't. $7 billion company, but not saying his reach advantage. He has a 70-inch reach. Um, Actually, I think Camilo is like 72, and I think Borshev is 70 or 71. Sorry. Um, so I'm gonna take Camilo here. I think he's gonna dominate with his grappling. He's gonna attempt to strike early with Borshev, but once it gets into the later rounds, I think he's going to gas, and Mateus Camilo is going to get the victory by 29-28 decision, and I think Borshev gets cut from the UFC. Um, so, yeah, both coming off losses, both kind of need a win. Borshev more than Camilo, but I have Mateus Camilo winning this fight. Now, next up, Suzurkaev is back. Baisungar Suzurkaev versus Eric Makaniko. I think the UFC really likes this guy, Suzurkaev. Um, both coming off wins. Suzurkaev's going to have the height advantage. Makaniko's up there in age. He is a vet. Uh, Good volume in his strikes. His accuracy is it's not great though. He's got an okay chin. He's like 4-0 in his last couple fights, I believe. Um, but he really needs to manage his distance well. Um, Suzurkaev is gonna have he has more volume in his strikes than Eric Makaniko. Um, Makaniko is not gonna shoot. Suzurkaev, he will shoot if he has to. More than likely will. But I don't know. He's coming off the Contender Series. Well, not really coming off the Contender Series, but he had a fight in the Contender Series. Then 4 days later, he took another fight and won. He did get clipped pretty bad in that one, but he did end up getting the win against, I think it was Eric Nolan or something Nolan. So yeah, he's fighting another Eric. I think Suzurkaev is gonna win, and I think he's gonna get it done by probably round two TKO. Um, he's got Suzurkaev's got the power. Um, Eric McConaughey, he can stand in there and bang for a little bit, but Suzurkaev, another guy, he's young and hungry, and he's looking for another win. So I'm taking Baisunger Suzurkaev by round two TKO. Now, um, I'll explain why the women's divisions are so shit. You got look at this record, dude. 18-15, and then 8-1. Um, Angela Hill and Fatima Klein. Um, Angela Hill is, I think she's 40 now. I think it does not say age, but I believe she's 40. That she's got, I think she's got the record for most strawweight wins in women's history. Well, there's not a men's strawweight, so yeah. She's a good boxer. Um, she's got some submissions. She only has two in the UFC, but she does have that to her game. Overall, pretty well rounded. Um, Never been knocked out. Really good chin and cardio. Um, she just lost split decision a few months ago. I think that was against Luciano. Um, she's got to use footwork. Um, she's going to want to try to stand and bang, but Fatima Klein, very young, another rising star in the UFC. Um, 6 finishes, 8 wins. She's got 4 TKOs and 2 subs. She's a striker first, so it's going to be striker. Fatima Klein get she could get fraud checked here, you know. Angela Hill's she's a vet, man. You can never doubt vets sometimes, man. And I don't know. There's a lot of vets on here getting placed against young hungry kids. So, um, I think this is gonna go Fatima Klein's way. She's got the power, she's got speed, and I think she's gonna do better with the volume striking and overall just better, well rounded. Fatima Klein will get into the top 15. Um, Angela Hill should probably hang it up. Um, if you go 18-16, it's not a good look. Um, and there's quite a bit of women that are trying to get in the UFC, so I think it'd be smart of her to hang it up. So I'm going to take Fatima Klein by 29-28 decision. Next up, Pat Sabatini versus Shapar Marskal. Botching names like usual. Pat Sabatini, 35. BJJ black belt. He's got 11 or 12 subs in his pro career. Great grappling, good wrestling. He's going to want to be on the ground for most of this fight. Marskal, 33. Really high output. He's got a background in judo, good striking, good takedown defense. Never been submitted. He's good in the scrambles, good in the clinch. 5-0 in the UFC. I think he's a decision merchant too. So, I think the only way Pat Sabatini gets this win is getting takedowns early and gassing out. Shippe. So, but I just with his takedown defense, I don't I don't see him. I see like one takedown, maybe two. I don't see Chappé gassing out though. Um, Sabatini's another vet. He's older. He's got good wrestling, um, good control when he has someone on the ground. But I think Chappé is gonna hit him with big shots early, and I think he's gonna get him out in the first round. So I'm gonna take him by round one knockout. Next up, this is actually a firefight, dude. Um, Kyle Dawkins in GM3, Gerald Meerschaert. Um, Kyle Dawkins, 31 years old. Um, he's a he's a pressure machine. Elite grappling. Um, they call him the Darce Knight. So obviously he's gonna want to go for that Darce choke. Good in top control, good ground and pound. Um, really good in the ground game. Gerald Meerschaert, uh, another vet getting up there in age, 38, I think. Um, also good BJJ. Um, he takes a lot of shots to the face, dude. So I don't know. He's lost his touch, dude. Um, so I don't see him winning this. I think they're gonna be on the mat for a while. Um, Not a lot of stand up in this fight. Um, Kyle Dawkins has got that momentum. I think he's a pretty big favorite in this fight, so I'm going to take him by round two Darce choke, and then I think Gerald Meerschaert hangs up the gloves. That'd be like he'd be 12-10 in the UFC, and he's taken a lot of damage, so I would like him to. So the CTE isn't all there. Hang it up, man. So I think Gerald Meerschaert retires and Angela Hill retires. And it's a good card to retire on. This is a really good card. So um, I see two retirements tonight. Next up, Malcolm Wellmaker is back fighting a short notice Cody Haddon. Um, Malcolm Wellmaker, he's 2-0, 31 years old. Um, he's got good striking. He can go southpaw or orthodox. Um, got two first round finishes. He's got that right hook. He's got the left hook. Got out Cameron Simon, knocked him out, and Chris Matino. Um, got those performance bonuses. Um, really good reflexes. He has good takedown defense, but he's never been up against somebody with that's gonna like predominantly wrestle, and Cody Haddon is not a guy that is going to predominantly wrestle. We could see something. So Cody Haddon is 27. Jeez, that's crazy, dude. Cody Haddon is younger than Malcolm Wellmaker. Um, Crazy. I did not know that until now. Really high output with his boxing, good footwork, good cardio. He's got a 6 fight win streak. I think he's got all decisions. Another decision merchant. Um, he's got some holes in his boxing defense. That's why I'm taking Malcolm Wellmaker in this fight. He is young. Well, he is not young, but he's relatively new to the UFC. Not in his prime quite yet, but he's getting there. Um, but I think Malcolm Wellmaker is going to put out Cody Haddon in the first round. I think he's going to knock him out. Um, you know, Malcolm Wellmaker's counters, dude, you got to be ready. And Cody coming in on short notice, I don't think he's going to be able to get anything done, but you never know. The last Australian, Quillen Salkilled on the last card, he got a early knockout, so we'll see, dude. I am actually really interested in this fight, but I'm taking Malcolm Wellmaker, round one, knockout. Looking forward to this. Either way, So, then Malcolm's also got a decent reach advantage in this fight. Now, Aaron Blanchfield and Tracy Cortez. Um, I think Aaron Blanchfield's gonna win this fight. Uh, she's 25, really young. I can actually see Aaron Blanchfield as a future champion. Um, Good in submissions, good pressure, good ground control. She got a rear naked choke on Molly McCain back last year. Um, Not great in the striking aspect of things. And Tracy Cortez is going to wrestle, so we're going to have a grappling match here again. I would think I did hear on Embedded that Tracy Cortez is going back to her bread and butter in striking, but I don't know. I think either way, she gets outstruck and out wrestled by Aaron Blanchfield, but Tracy Cortez is good in the clinch game, good takedown defense. So Aaron Blanchfield's gonna wanna get her jab off early and level change. So get Tracy Cortez on her heels. Um, yeah, I just don't see Tracy Cortez winning this fight. I know a lot of the casuals are gonna take Tracy Cortez to win because it's fucking they're all over for some reason. Um, but probably gonna be another 29-28 decision in the flyweight division, and you get one more solid fight from Aaron Blanchfield, and she's getting a title shot. Maybe they'll even throw her a title shot after this. I don't know. Next fight. Roman Kopylov and RoboCop, Gregory Rodriguez. I gotta say something about this. So, if you're gonna take Roman Kopylov in this fight, just hear me out, okay? In his last fight against Paulo Costa, his corner said, "You're doing good. You're doing well." He was not doing well. He had lost every fucking round, okay? He didn't look good. He looked kind of clumsy. Um, I think this dude is just, unless he has a different team around him, then he's not winning. But the shit I was hearing from the corner in his last fight, not good. So I don't I don't like Roman Kopylov in this fight. They have the same reach advantage. Maybe I don't want to take this uh, reach advantage because a $7 billion company can't get other ones right. So, but I feel like Gregory Rodriguez has a reach advantage in this fight. I don't know for sure, but um, Roman Kopylov, kickboxer, uh, good counters, good kicks. He did sleep Chris Curtis. That's why all this hype went to this guy, and that's actually why I picked him against Paulo Costa. But he just looked so awful in his last fight to where I cannot take him. Um, and yeah, I'm taking Gregory Rodriguez. They say Roman Kopylov's a dark horse. No, he's so overrated, dude. I don't even rate this guy. Now for Gregory Rodriguez, 33, fighting nerd. Um, Dude's very explosive, really good power, and he's a he's a pretty well-rounded fighter. I won't say he's great, but um, he's got that black belt. Um, 4 subs, 7 knockouts, maybe 6 knockouts. He just slept Jack Hermanson on 317, I believe. So, um, dude, Gregory Rodriguez is scary as fuck. So, if Kopylov can keep range and good counters, I think he can win it. And I do think there is a possibility that happens, even though I just talked a lot of shit about him. Um, if he just uses some fight IQ and is a little smarter and he listens to himself and not a stupid fucking coach in the corner, He can get a win, but I'm taking RoboCop in this one. Um, I'm gonna take him by round two. No, I'll go round three TKO. Now, Bo Nickel and Rodolfo Vieira. Uh, gonna be a grappling match. Could be one that cancels out though, and they stay striking. And I do think Bo Nickel is favored in the striking. Um, dude, Bo Nickel does not look like a middleweight, dude. He looks like, and he doesn't look 6'1" either, bro. I think that was just because the recent fight, or his most recent fight against RDR, he looks so small, and RDR is fucking huge. But Bo Nickel is a very dominant wrestler, really young, 29. Um, he's got very high takedown accuracy. Um, ground and pound is solid. Um, obviously lost to RDR, and I think that was good for him to learn. Um, so he might rebound. I don't know. We'll find out. And then I think they're trying to give Bo Nickel a win. I don't want to take anything away from Rodolfo Vieira because he is a really good jiu-jitsu specialist. Um, he uh, he won the IBJJF title at one point. So um, this guy's got a really good guard. He's gonna be looking for submissions all night. His finishes that he has, I think he's 6-2 in the UFC. Um, I think it's all subs. So, and his striking is up from. He's just been growing as a fighter, but I think Bo Nickel's gonna be too aggressive. He's got really good top pressure. Bo Nichols, I don't think he's been taken down. Um, Rodolfo Vieira is gonna pull guard, um, but he's been known when he pulls guard, he gets the other his opponent gets control of him. Jeez, fucking stuttering like Dana White over here. Um, so I think Bo Nickel's gonna win a 29-28 split decision. I do think this is gonna be close, but Bo Nickel looked really tired against Rainer de Ritter, so I'm still kind of on the fence about that. He gassed out, so there is a possibility he gasses out again and Rodolfo Vieira wins, but I'm taking Bo Nickel, unfortunately, in this fight. He's just so dominant. And I think if Rodolfo Vieira wants to take him down, he's going to have to try really fucking hard too. So, I'm taking Bo Nickel by decision. Now, Beneil Dariush versus BSD. Now I can't talk shit, but because I'm terrible with names, but Sean O'Malley got me laughing on the pod. He said Benoit Saint Denis. Um, I know I can't be talking shit. I'm terrible with names, but this is a guy I feel like you gotta know. Some of these other guys are like unranked guys, kind of. They're not super high, but Sean O'Malley's a casual, bro. Benoit Saint Denis. I be doing my research before these videos, so come on, Sean. He said Benoit like 3 or 4 times. He had me laughing, bro. Um, starting off with Benny, old man, very technical, really good jujitsu, really good in the scrambles, really good submission defense, which he's gonna need against Benoit. So, uh, Southpaw could be a problem for Benoit, but I don't know. We'll see. Um, he is he did just beat Moicano. He looked solid in that fight. Um, and dude, I'm taking Beneil Dariush. Okay, Benoit Saint Denis is slow. Okay, I know he just beat Mauricio Huffy, but Mauricio Huffy is he's young. He's just getting into the game. BSD is also young, but this guy is really slow, dude. And I think Beneil Dariush, I feel like the grayer the dude's hair gets, the better he gets. He has actually looked pretty good. He has been slept a few times. Two brutal knockouts I can remember. He got, I don't remember who it was against. It was a flying knee when Beneil was younger. He got flying kneed and he got slept out cold in that fight. But I just think BSD's too slow, dude. He's gonna try to go for the takedowns, but if he's like really slow, I think Beneil Dariush can hang with him. Um, so I don't know. Both are gonna be good in the scrambles. I think Dariush is gonna be better in that area. I think Beneil can gas out BSD. Um, and I think that southpaw stance of Beneil Dariush is going to help him out with the jabs and doing some low kicks. It could mess with BSD, and I'm pretty sure Beneil's an underdog here. Um, so, dude, I'm taking Beneil Dariush. Um, I'm not sure who the favorite is. I would assume it's BSD, but so I'm gonna say I'm taking an underdog pick here in Beneil Dariush. So, um, yeah, I think Beneil Dariush gets it done. I'm gonna say round 2 TKO for Beneil Dariush. Now for the next fights in the welterweight division, Leon Rocky Edwards, Carlos Prates. I don't know how many people watch Embedded, but dude, he's still on about this fucking headshot dead, headshot dead. He's still on about this. Um, I don't think the headshot's gonna be there. The downfall is insane. I think people talk too much shit about Leon Edwards. I think he is gonna give Carlos Prates some problems for the first couple minutes in the fight, but obviously I'm taking Carlos Prates to sleep Leon Edwards. Um, and I'm taking Carlos Prates to sleep Leon Edwards bad. Um, I think he's gonna. I don't know, dude. I think you know how Bryce Mitchell kind of like was twitching when he got knocked out by Josh Emmett. That's the type of shit I think is gonna happen to Leon Edwards. I know a lot of people don't like Leon Edwards. I like Leon Edwards. I don't get it, man. I know he's on like a downfall right now, but dude, I think there's too much hate towards Leon Edwards, dude. Carlos Prates, he's got the Muay Thai, good knees, good elbows. We just seen the crazy spinning back elbow against Jeff Neal. Yeah. But Leon Edwards, he's got the grappling and he has a striking aspect. Um, Carlos is gonna know how to avoid that head kick that Leon praises himself on so much. So I do think Leon's gonna grapple with Carlos Prates for a little bit, and I think Carlos Prates is improved. I don't know why I'm not clicking on this anymore. But yeah, Carlos Prates. Uh, I'm gonna take him by first round knockout. I think there is gonna be a good amount of knockouts on here. I do still think one of these fights is going to get canceled. One of these main cards. I think someone's gonna get injured still, but yeah, very excited for this fight. Um, yeah, Carlos Prates probably another knockout. I don't think the dude has been every fight he's won. It's been by knockout, so I'm taking him again by knockout. And I think Carlos Prates has improved significantly since the Ian Gary fight. He has bettered himself. So, and then that gives him. I don't think he gets a title shot after this. You have so many more welterweights, like the next one we'll talk about, and Sean Brady and Michael Morales, and then you have Ian Gary and Bilal next week. So it's gonna be a minute if Carlos Prates wants a title shot. I don't think he cares. Well, he cares, but I think it's just fun for him. He's not worried about the title. Um, welterweight's stacked, so I'm taking Carlos Prates by round 1 knockout. Not sure by what, dude. Could be anything. Both guys are southpaw too, which is interesting. But on to the next one. Sean Brady and Michael Morales. I believe Michael Morales is going to be the favorite here. Not 100% sure, but that's I've been hearing a lot of people taking Michael Morales. Um, so both guys young. These are probably the top. They're definitely on their way up to getting a title shot. I think both of these guys are going to fight for a title eventually, but striker versus grappler battle. Sean Brady, uh, jiu-jitsu guy, um, good takedowns, elite transitioning from like full guard to half guard to side control, all that. He's very good. Submitted Leon Edwards earlier this year. Um, really good takedown defense. Probably not going to be needed um, against Michael Morales unless he gets in trouble in this fight. But um, Michael Morales, very young. Um, too young, I think, and I'll explain why. Sean Brady's 32, and Michael Morales is 26, I think. Um, Michael Morales, he just finished, who was it? Gilbert Burns. That's when he got put on the map. That's when I really started noticing this guy. Um, I took Gilbert Burns in that fight, but um, I think Michael Morales is too young to get this win. He doesn't have any losses on his record, and the one loss that Sean Brady does have is against Bilal Muhammad. Um, and I think that's a good loss, dude. That's when Bilal was moving through the welterweight division like he was King Von, dude. So, um, I think Sean Brady is gonna get it done in this fight. He's got to watch out, dude. Michael Morales has power in his hands, so he's got to be really good um, on the ground. Be careful on the feet. Sean Brady's striking is not all that, so he could get in trouble. Um, and honestly, dude, some people are calling the Gilbert Burns fight bad a bad win from Michael Morales. I don't want to take anything away from the kid, but that was an older Gilbert Burns. I feel like Sean Brady, with the experience in a loss, he's bettered himself. So I'm going to take Sean Brady in this fight, and I'm going to take him by round 3 submission. I think he gets a rear naked choke on Michael Morales. Next up, Valentina Shevchenko and Zhang Weili. Some people say it Weili Zhang. I don't know why. I feel like it's Zhang Weili, but what the fuck do I know? Um, Zhang Weili obviously moving up. I just dogged on her because she was over in Vegas last weekend. Didn't like that. She made an appearance on Embedded, so she should be locked in by now. Valentina Shevchenko's an old lady now. She's been on the decline, if you can tell by her last couple performances. She is not looking like her normal self. Um, while Zhang Weili just had a um, very dominant victory against Tatiana Suarez. Um, they're both kind of up there in age, but I feel like Weili is she's still super fast. It doesn't even seem like she's 36 years old, dude. Volume, she's got insane volume, bro. Good takedown defense. Gotten a lot better since the Rose Namajunas fight. Um, so I think she's gonna have lighter women's skill. Almost said lighter man, but I think that's gonna I think that's gonna help her a lot in this fight. Shevchenko, she's gonna be bigger. I'm not taking that into effect anymore. I don't give a fuck that she's bigger. Everybody's taking that into effect. Oh, she's bigger than Wei Li. She's bigger than Wei Li. I don't care, bro. Ilia Topuria just fucking smoked Charles Oliveira. And I understand it's different in the women's division, but it's really not, okay? So I think Zhang Wei Li is going to get it done, and I think it's going to be a 49-48 split decision. And even if like say I think it goes Valentina Shevchenko's way, I think they're gonna give it to Zhang Wei Li because they need that China audience. So I'm taking Zhang Wei Li. Um, Shevchenko's got really good takedown defense, but I do think Wei Li is going to take her down once just to kind of show off. And Wei Li is gonna have good defense for when Valentina wants to take her down. I think both girls take each other down. Um, both of these girls are going to want to do. If they get to the ground, I don't think submissions are going to be a problem. I think ground and pound is where they're going to watch out. Need to watch out for each other. So yeah, Whaley's speed is just gonna. It's just gonna get to Valentina. She's gonna get frustrated, and I think Zhang Wei Li gets it done. Um, I think Shevchenko is a favorite in this fight, but I would put your money, if you're betting, I'd put it on Zhang Wei Li, dude. I'm very confident in the pick with Zhang Wei Li. Um, Now, for the final fight. Holy shit, this is a long fucking card, bro. We have Jack Della Maddalena versus Islam Makhachev. So I'm picking Islam in this fight, dude. This is uh this is a fight where it's gonna be crazy either way. So I need Islam Makhachev to win because I need that Ilia Topuria fight. We need a super fight, okay? And I know we're getting one here with Whaley and Shevchenko, but we need a men's one. So um, JDM, pressure boxer, um, great striking, great boxing. Um, he's really good in the boxing. Um, Beat Bilal in May. Really good takedown defense. Training with Craig Jones, obviously, and a lot of people talk about Craig Jones, and some people don't like. Whatever. Islam's got Habib. Craig Jones. If you're not into jiu-jitsu, Craig Jones is an insane jiu-jitsu artist, bro. He's insane. Chael Sonnen just went up against him in I don't remember, but it was maybe 2 or 3 months ago, and Chael Sonnen got submitted twice. He got submitted fucking immediately. So Craig Jones, dude, he knows what he's doing on the ground. So I think JDM's gonna get. He's gonna do a lot better on the ground than most people are thinking. I think JDM's being um, overlooked by some people. I think this is gonna be a really good fight, dude. I think it's gonna be great. Um, Islam, obviously, everybody says he can do it all, but we know his main where he's the best is his wrestling, his takedowns. Um, he's got so many subs in his career, dude. His striking has gotten better, and a lot of people are taking in that he had a he went to decision with Dustin. Um, I get that, and that actually is what scares me because Jack's a lot younger than Dustin was at the time. Like Jack's probably not even in his prime yet. Jack's only 30 years old. Islam is right there, right in his prime. So, um, he needs this dude. Well, both guys need this really. Um, if Jack beats the number one pound for pound, former number one pound for pound fighter in the UFC, that's a super good look for him, and people are gonna be like, "Oh shit, okay, this dude's a problem." So, and Islam Makhachev, if he beats JDM, um, he's now. Everybody says he's in Habib's shadows, and to the casual fan and a lot of Dagestani fans, he is in the shadow of Habib. Um, So I think that would bring him out. I think Islam is better than Habib by a lot. Just overall more well-rounded. So this is going to be a good fight. I think Islam is going to struggle in this fight. I really do. Uh, I think Islam is a lot different than Bilal is. Some people take that into consideration. I think they're complete opposite, or not complete opposite, but you know, um, Islam's got his own style. So I'm gonna take Islam by I'm gonna take him by 49-46 decision, which I don't know. I could see this going 48-47, honestly. I'm gonna go 48-47 actually. This is gonna be a banger, dude. I do worry for Islam a lot. I also worry for Jack a lot. This is just crazy because, dude, imagine JDM takes out the number one pound for pound fighter in the world, or former. Dude, that's a second loss on Islam's record, dude. His hype is just gonna shoot straight down. And then if Islam beats Jack, Jack's on an 18 fight win streak. Islam's known for breaking people's win streaks. So that's big too. This is going to be an insane fight. There's so many great fights on this card. I can't wait, dude. It's going to be amazing. I really hope the card just stays like it is, man. I hope no fights get canceled. But yeah, I'm hype. Let me know what you think down below. Thank you for watching. Take it easy. Goodbye.